Top 12 Online Games on Computer. Greetings, everyone. Today, we have a compilation of online computer games for you. So there aren't any single-player games here, but there are a couple that can be enjoyed with a solo campaign. However, each of these games features a multiplayer mode. This is fantastic because you can play with your friends. These games are suitable for both low-spec and high-performance computers. You can find the names of all the games and timestamps for easy navigation in the description of this video. Enjoy watching. Ripout. Ripout is a cooperative first-person horror shooter with a joint mode where players will navigate through procedurally generated ships teeming with constantly changing extraterrestrial mutants. In addition to that, they will also need to gather loot and develop their character. Overall, the game may not be particularly original, but it possesses its own unique atmosphere. The weaponry, however, is not very impressive, although shooting is enjoyable overall. The game also features level generation, so when replaying, the monsters are already located in different places. All in all, the game utilizes old but time-tested methods, creating an atmospheric experience. Similar to 2T Dead Space. I enjoyed it. Narrow corridors, dark corners, and small tunnels conceal enemies, which adds to the atmosphere. Although in cooperative mode, a part of this atmosphere is undoubtedly lost. Forza Motorsport 7. Currently, the Horizon series is at the peak of popularity, but nevertheless, the races in the Motorsport series are much more serious. I would not advise you to play this game without a steering wheel. It is a serious simulator that has been meticulously developed. Here, you have detailed suspension tuning, gearbox adjustments, throttle management, engine customization, aerodynamics, everything you can imagine. By the way, the game is packed with cars. Currently, there are 834 of them, so you will have plenty of vehicles to choose from. The physics, of course, are of a high level. The driving sensations on dry asphalt, sand, or puddles are completely different. If you are not a hardcore simulator enthusiast, but still want to enjoy this game and its stunning graphics, you can try the career mode instead of playing online. The races there are shorter, and there is a time rewind feature. After all, online play is mostly dominated by professionals with excellent steering wheels, and believe me, it's nearly impossible to catch up to them. Payday 3, the latest installment of the cooperative action game franchise. This game offers even more possibilities for covert gameplay than its predecessors. However, in the beginning stages of the game, particularly during the first 10-15 hours, all heists usually end up in a shootout. It's easy to get caught while picking locks or infiltrating private premises with no turning back. But, as before, if you devote sufficient time to preparation and replay the mission several times, you can achieve an exhilarating successful heist. The graphics in the game have finally reached the level of IRR projects. Many locations look practically flawless, and the non-playable characters have become slightly more realistic compared to the second installment. Although, to be fair, the graphics in many shooters on the market are much better, even in multiplayer projects. The only drawback is the lack of skins and additional content for now, but the game has just been released, so there is still more to come. The development of the game is being undertaken by the same team behind Payday 2, and that is undoubtedly pleasing. EVE Online. It epitomizes the most expansive, seamless online space game with a multiplayer mode in history. Within its vast expanse, an impressive tally of 7,000 stellar systems awaits, each with its own unique atmosphere and an array of possibilities for engaging in battles against both players and non-player characters, resource acquisition, exploration, industrial pursuits, and much more. The game grants you the freedom to pursue any path you desire, from challenging fellow players to resource extraction and trading. It even boasts a comprehensive economic system. In EVE Online, over 350 types of spacecraft are at your disposal, all of which can be upgraded and customized to suit your individual needs. However, due to the sheer magnitude of its content, the game demands a significant investment of time. The most dedicated players spend thousands of hours playing, so if you value your personal life, I would advise against embarking on this endeavor. Destiny 2. Destiny 2 is a captivating multiplayer game with a wide variety of content for players in both player versus player and player versus environment modes. The game offers plenty of entertainment, even without additional content, and provides numerous customization options for both appearance and weapons. If you enjoyed the base game, I highly recommend purchasing the expansions as they are truly worth it. However, it is worth noting that the developer has exhibited peculiar behavior, often imposing bans on players without apparent reason. There was an incident where they removed additional content from the game after many players had already purchased it. Enlisted. Enlisted is yet another military shooter, a genre that is quite popular nowadays. However, this game stands out with its hardcore approach. There is no crosshair, so shooting from the hip is not the best idea. Instead, your allies are marked with triangles above their heads when you aim at them. Enemies, on the other hand, are not marked at all. Reloading takes quite a while, and you need to keep track of your ammunition. The game also lacks an indication of grenade trajectory. The attention to detail in terms of vehicles is noteworthy. When you get into a tank, you have to take numerous nuances into account. The camera provides a limited field of view, reloading takes a significant amount of time, and the tank itself can get stuck if it brushes against something. There are some concessions that make the game easier. Overall, it's a high-quality shooter that may look slightly outdated, but doesn't require high system requirements. However, there is one downside. The game has a donation system that affects your progression. The more you donate, the more comfortable your gameplay experience becomes. Killer Instinct. Killer Instinct is a fighting game that was originally an exclusive title for Xbox One, but later released on PC. What sets this fighting game apart from its competitors is its simplicity combined with high dynamism. Everything here revolves around combos. Unlike Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter, where you need to memorize complex moves and combinations to successfully attack your opponent, here you can press any buttons in any order and create awesome combos. The game features both classic characters from previous installments and new ones. They even added the Battletoads frogs to the mix. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Cowabunga Collection. Let me begin by saying that if you never owned a Dendy or Sega, you might not experience the sense of nostalgia. However, if like myself you played these games back in the day, I'm confident that you will appreciate this compilation. This edition gathers a remarkable collection of 13 classic games from various consoles. Of course, one might question the need to pay for them when emulators exist. But this collection offers numerous enhancements, such as the ability to save at any time, rewind feature, and updated high-resolution textures. Furthermore, some games even support online multiplayer mode for cooperative player mode for cooperative play. That is precisely why this game deserves a spot on this list, as it now allows you to progress through the game network with friends or other players. Additionally, new battle modes exclusively against bosses have been added. Chivalry 2, a multiplayer first-person slasher game inspired by medieval battles in films. The game, broadly speaking, resembles its predecessor, offering medieval carnage with a wide range of weapons and several selectable classes. It is not overly complex to master, but it requires understanding and practice. Initially, it may not capture your interest, but trust me, it is truly a great game that is worth your money. The graphics are at a respectable level, and the combat has been slightly improved, although there are no significant changes. The atmosphere is simply breathtaking. Personally, I greatly enjoyed storming castles with a crowd of armored warriors. The battlefield landscapes are also impressive in their scale. They feature complete medieval castles or settlements, where massive crowds of people can engage in combat, and most importantly, the optimization is excellent. Everything runs smoothly, if not perfectly, then very well. I have not encountered any issues such as hit registration problems, lag, bugs, or frame rate drops. Playing this game is genuinely fun and enjoyable, especially in the company of friends. Call of Duty Vanguard. This installment may not be the pinnacle of the series, but it is still a quite commendable game. While the events and characters within the game are fictional, the scriptwriters drew inspiration from the biographies of real soldiers from World War II. You will assume the roles of 4 distinct heroes, each with their own compelling backstories. And of course, you can expect epic pursuits, explosions, brawls, and plenty of gunfire. Naturally, this entry also features the beloved, although its appeal may vary for different players. And let's not forget the exhilarating multiplayer mode, which has already absorbed a staggering 500 hours of my gameplay. It truly captivates with its plethora of innovations. However, it seems that there are currently not an overwhelming number of maps available. Additionally, the amount of content, such as skins, introduced thus far appears to be somewhat limited. Perhaps, in the future, we can anticipate a more substantial offering. Battlefield. Bad Company 2. The game Battlefield. Bad Company 2 has been around for almost 13 years, yet it remains relevant. The servers are always bustling and often packed, especially in the evenings. This is a military shooter with an emphasis on realism, featuring both a single-player campaign and an online mode. The main focus was placed on the online mode, as is the case with the entire series. Capture, Team Deathmatch, and Assault modes are available here. Capture is the most popular mode, with 2 teams and several capture points such as AB, CD, and so on. By capturing and holding these points, we can achieve victory. It is also worth noting the classes available in the game: Assault, Medic, Engineer, and Recon. Each class has its own unique abilities. The Medic can heal, the Assault can replenish ammunition, the Recon can provide cover, and so on. The best option, of course, is to play with friends and choose different classes. Furthermore, the game can now be purchased on Steam at an affordable price. Mortal Kombat 1. And lastly for today, Mortal Kombat 1. This highly anticipated game is a treat for fighting game enthusiasts. The storyline of Mortal Kombat has always been impressive, and although they promised a complete reboot, it is still a continuation of Mortal Kombat 11. But I won't spoil anything. The gameplay has also undergone significant changes. Now features such as crushing blows, flawless blocks, and character ability customization have taken a back seat. Instead, there are more aerial combinations available to each character, in addition to ground-based strikes and special moves. Almost all of them can be chained together. Overall, there is more damage output, even without amplifying special moves. It's possible to deal over 40 damage. It's worth noting the new mechanics of fighter cameos, which is a mode for online battle. In addition to the main character, you need to choose an additional one who will be off-screen and intervene with button presses to perform attacks. Here, you can also combine them with your own combos to deal even more damage or simply to distract the opponent. In general, I really enjoyed the new installment of Mortal Kombat. It has impressive graphics and spectacular battles. Just like before, the gory fatalities continue to please the eye. One could say that it's still the same Mortal Kombat, but slightly better. And that's it, my friends. This concludes today's compilation of games. Thank you for watching. I look forward to your engagement, likes, subscriptions, and sharing the video. Goodbye for now, until next time.